It's 6 o'clock at the children's home in Pirita, eastern Moldova. Nearly 300 children live here. Once a day they pray and sing. There are many people Angela would like to thank.
I pray for my parents and hope they're well. I pray for all of those who help us. For all the people in the village who are so good to us. The children. I pray for all the children, for them to be good and healthy. Amen.
She hasn't seen her parents in 3 years.
Sometimes I speak to my mother on the phone.
The children miss their parents. Most of those who live here have been abandoned by mothers and fathers seeking a better life abroad.
When they arrive here, many of the children are either starving or malnourished. Many are sick. Hardly any have had any vaccinations, and a cold spell is all their weakened immune system needs to fall ill. Most of them have never been to school.
Angela was 10 when she arrived. She had never been inside a school before. Today, thanks to Concordia, a social project funded by the Austrian government, she goes to school every day.
At first it was really difficult. I spoke Russian, but here you can only speak Romanian in school, so I struggled.
Some 3,000 people live in Pirita, which lies on the border with Transnistria, a Russian-speaking separatist region. All the young people in the village have left, only the old and the very young remain. The Simtsinsis live off a tiny pension of 20 euros a month and the produce from their garden. Last year, Moldova was struck by a terrible drought which nearly starved the country. You need about 100 euros a month to survive in Moldova.
We haven't had any corn at all.
We don't know what kind of harvest we'll get because we haven't had enough rain.
They get help from volunteers at Concordia. Efrosinia can't remember when she last saw her children.
Our children have their own problems. They have children of their own. They need to work and look after them. Life is hard.
Concordia has set up a soup kitchen so that the old people of Pirita can get at least one warm meal a day. They feed at least 100 people every day. Ileona lost her husband 15 years ago in the Transnistrian conflict. If she wasn't here to care for the elderly, nobody would. Meals are brought to those who can't leave their homes. Boys and girls from the children's home lend a hand. It was these elderly people who caught the attention of Concordia's social workers, those who can no longer take care of themselves and are stuck at home, isolated and lost. The visit is their only distraction of the day, and the time spent together is beneficial for everyone. For the children who've been separated from their own families, it's a bit like looking after their grandparents. Today, a quarter of Moldova's population has left. Wine exports, which used to be one of the main sources of income, can no longer feed the country. With an annual GDP of 2 billion euros, Moldova is trailing behind countries like Mali and Cambodia. All this right on the edge of the European Union. On a recent visit to the European Parliament, Moldova's President Vladimir Voronin said he was keen to strengthen ties with the European Union. But in fact, the head of the Communist Party is turning to Russia for cheap energy and trade, including wine sales.
The main purpose of this meeting...
Socialist Mariana Mico heads the EU-Moldova Cooperation Committee. Efforts by neighbouring Romania have been met with hostility from Moldova's communist rulers. Recently, 2 Romanian diplomats were expelled from Moldova on suspicion of spying.
For having accepted our invitation to...
At the moment, I think that a political elite is a little bit more about election campaign, as far elections will take place 2009, and not maybe so much about free market. But from the other hand, well, they would like to show to Brussels, and not only to European Union as such, that European integration is their real dream. And for that dream, they make steps.
Cooperation
Romanian lawmakers like Maria Petro from the European Popular Party try to play down such diplomatic incidents and want to give Moldova a chance.
As well, good cooperation and good relations.
Some politicians in high places place emphasis on these incidents. The truth is that as a member of the European Union, Romania supports Moldova's efforts to join that bloc.
For Moldovans, the Albita border crossing to Romania is the El Dorado to the west. Until recently, Moldovans were given Romanian passports. But Romania wants to join the Schengen area by 2011. That's why Moldovans now need a visa to cross the border, where strict baggage control has been introduced. Specially developed equipment is used to check lorries for counterfeit products.
Mostly we're looking for illegal immigrants and smuggled cigarettes. Here there's no illegal arms or drugs trade.
With her parents gone in search of a better life in Russia or westwards, Angela still hopes she'll see her mother again soon. Years ago, she abandoned Angela along with her brothers and sisters in Moscow. As the eldest, Angela was forced to beg to survive. Despite all of this, she has fond memories of the days they all lived together as a family.
I didn't see my father much as he was always working away in Moscow. We lived far out of town. My mother still lived with us at that time. We didn't have a house, we lived in a flat, but we had to move every month because we couldn't afford to pay the rent.
At the children's home, she feels safe, at last.
This is my favorite blouse. My tutor gave it to me for a play. Here I feel safe because there's stability. I can stay here as long as I want. I feel at home. I'm glad I don't have to keep moving all the time. And it's nice to know someone is waiting for me.
Sunt fericită că cineva undeva mă așteaptă și am o casă unde eu totdeauna acolo o să fiu și...
With the help of Concordia, Angela will get an education, but unless the situation improves in Moldova, her generation too will be forced to leave in search of a better life.